Hey, I just got my mount. All you folks there commenting that you're scared or worried I'm going to have an accident. I got my mount. I sure hope it's big enough because I've got to mount it up on the roof here. And let's see. By the way, here's the Regenerative Braking Limited because I think it's cold. So that shows up, oops, that shows up in the morning when it's a little cool out. It's currently 52 registering, and what we'll see, I believe, is this line which shows you the regenerative braking won't come across as much. I'll show you that in a sec. Hey, my Tesla friends! I got my mount, my first use of my new phone mount. Hopefully you can hear me pretty well there. I'll try to speak up a little louder. And this is a lot easier. I can keep two hands on the wheel and not run into anybody. So, I think this is day 31. Let's see what the date, I don't know. You know, I don't have my phone with me, so I can't look at what day it is, but I think this is day 31. Maybe 30 or 31. It's going to be one of those two. I believe March 20th was my pickup date. And I don't know if it's a whole month, but it is pretty darn close. And I'm going to get my hair cut. My hair's not too ideal right now. Hopefully you can see a little bit of me as I speak. I'm going to have to try to find a few different spots for the mount to work from. But so I got a warning this morning that I don't get full regenerative braking. I don't know whether I've warmed up already enough, but we saw that warning a second ago. So let's see if I get up to speed here and then let go. It's going pretty far over. I wonder if these dotted lines here are the signal that the full regenerative braking is not engaged. You can see some, I don't know whether you can see it or not, but there's dotted lines here. Here's a close-up of those dotted lines on the Regen. You can see it doesn't go fully across. That's how the Model S signified that you didn't have full regenerative braking. So let's try. Yeah, it's going to there. It's not going into those dotted lines. We'll see maybe in a little while if the lines disappear, and that's our signal maybe that the full regen. I assume the part of the device that, I don't know whether it's called a generator or it's just using, you know what, I really got to research this. I don't know whether the motor itself is used to regen power, or there's another device tied into the drivetrain which just goes really across the two wheels, is used to generate power. But I assume the issue in cold weather is that that device can't generate full power in cold weather, or it could be that they just don't want the batteries to get too big a shock of power surge into them when the batteries are cold. So maybe the batteries are warming up now, and then I'm pretty sure you'll get the full regen. But you know what, I'm noticing, let me just get up to a nice speed here, and then, yeah, it's definitely not, I'm not feeling the full braking effect that I normally would feel when you would let go of power. You can see I'm coasting into this car. Normally I would, I'm really having to put the brake on now. Normally you would get a little bit more braking. I've got to, I just did a video on this because somebody asked the question, and I'm going to have to check my video to see if these lines were there. maybe I didn't have full regen braking, although I was in standard mode. So if I go back to low mode, low braking, I remember the line wasn't going quite as far over, and so we'll get up to speed here and then let go of the power pedal. So right there, yeah, it's not going all the way across in low mode. I assume this line tells me how much power I'm generating, and so I'm trying to feel, yeah, I'm definitely coasting, and let me try the same thing with standard. You know, the line's going further, but I don't feel, because I think I'm in this reduced regen because of the cold. It's hard to tell, but let me get up to a higher speed here and let these cars get ahead of me. God, there. Okay, here we go. So I'm definitely not getting full regen. Let's go to low mode. Try the same thing. Yeah, that's definitely less. So the cold weather reduced regen under standard is still more than low regen, just by a little, just a slight touch different, and I'm pretty sure we're not in full regen. I don't know what the temperature, it's 51 here. I don't know what temperature or how long it's going to have to warm up. The sun's out, so I would have thought at 50 we wouldn't see this reduced regen. I remember when it was like 30 out, I had no regenerative braking. Wonder if this dotted line moves over as it's colder and colder, to let you know there's less and less regen. So I should be able to feel the regen here. Yeah, it's definitely not regenning as much. So here's the mount, and it mounted really nicely up on top, and great little case. So so far I would recommend this X-Show long arm car mount. So far so good, and I'm digging it. I guess I can mount it over here and show my beautiful face every once in a while. So somebody asked if the brake lights come on when you regen. I don't know if you know this, but the little car on the screen actually turns on its brake lights when you press your brake pedal. Okay, so here's the brake pedal. And then here is right now regenerative braking, at least full regen in this mode. So I'm in the low regenerative braking, and I'm going to let go completely. Try it again here. That's my brake pedal. So here's the low regenerative braking. I'm going to let go now. Don't think the brake lights come on because it's such a mild braking effect. I'll tell you, this Z350Z, nice looking car, digging it. Hey, thanks everyone. That was day 30. I appreciate you watching my channel. If you want to see any of my other Model 3 videos, they're here in the top right, my son's channel in the top left, and please don't forget to subscribe. Bye bye.